First State Bank and Trust is The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain athletics. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening. Welcome back into Chieftain Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Our continuing coverage of the 2022-23 basketball season rolls on here. Another Friday night back at home as we get ready for a doubleheader between your Tonganoxie Chieftains and the Bonner Springs Braves. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drainer. We thank you all for joining us for all the fun tonight. Another good doubleheader on tap and another good test for both our teams tonight. Let's start first here with the Lady Chieftains. Got a little roughed up last time out. They played a really great first half on the road this past Tuesday.
They really did.
At Heritage Christian Academy, and then things kind of fell apart for them in the third. Chargers had all the momentum in the second half, went on for a big victory. But the first half, that was a really impressive performance, especially on the defensive end for this squad.
Yeah, no question. You and I talked about that at length, that we hadn't seen the Lady Chieftains play that aggressive and that good defense all year long. So hopefully they can carry that over tonight.
And one of the ladies out that we were mentioning a lot on the defensive front was Sage Isaacs at all players. I mean, Sage does a lot on the floor. We're not trying to say she doesn't do anything. It's just on the defensive end. I mean, she was getting out beyond the perimeter, getting in the passing lanes, getting her hands dirty. I mean, getting after loose balls. It was incredible. It was an incredible effort. And there just seemed to be kind of like a spark with this team. They won that previous Friday against Turner. We're coming in looking to put together their first back-to-back wins on the season. Came up just a little bit short. We'll talk about more about that and more later on here. Let's send it down to John Tollefson.
We welcome our guests from Bonner Springs High School. Kansas State High School Activities Association and Tonganoxie High School encourage you to make good sportsmanship a priority at all times. Winning is for a day, sportsmanship is for a lifetime. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Bonner Springs, number 2, junior Kirsten Leslie. For Tonganoxie, number 1, a 5'1" freshman, Melissa Shauna. For Bonner Springs, number 4, a 5'4" freshman, Nia Anderson. For Tonganoxie, number 3, a 5'6" junior, Missy Lynn. For Bonner Springs, number 23, a 6' senior, Mariah Noel. For Tonganoxie, number 21, 5'2" junior, Mariah Herrera. For Bonner Springs, number 42, 5'10" senior, Ren McLeod. For Tonganoxie, number 32, 5'10" senior, Sierra Dennis. For Bonner Springs, number 45, a 5'10" junior, Mackenzie Campbell. And for Tonganoxie, number 34, a 5'8" junior, Sage Isaacs. Head coaches for this evening's game, for Bonner Springs, Paige Leslie. For Tonganoxie, Mitch Loomis. Officials for this evening's game are Derek Metcalf, Bill Miller, and Aaron Coe.
And we are ready to get game one of our doubleheader tonight started here. Same starting 5 out for the Lady Chieftains. As for the Braves, coming in, Leslie Anderson, Mariah Noel, the senior this year. We remember her plenty from last year.
Right.
And we'll have more to talk about her as this broadcast goes along. Ren Van Cleve and Campbell, number 45, rounding out the starting 5 for Bonner. Is it just me or all the lights not fully on yet?
I don't think they're back up to full strength, but I think they're all on. Look at here, we've got Alyssa jumping center here against the 6' Noel.
I mean, that's so on par for
Yeah.
kind of, and he didn't even really make an attempt. Just let Mariah get it, and you tip your cap and you move on. And Shaunick, the freshman point guard for Tommy, she's going to be charged with the tough task of going and following Mariah Noel all over this basketball court. Noel coming off a epic performance this past Tuesday on January 31st. She just set a career high 40 total points in a game, and also I believe a school record as well for Bonner Springs. Meanwhile, that shot put back by Shaunick, no good, but another opportunity here. Ennis a little too strong on the putback.
Yeah, but Sage got that offensive rebound. Boy, I hope her energy carries over again tonight because they're going to need it.
Noel with it, attacking left side, blowing right by Shaunick. Running floater with the right hand is good, and count the bucket.
Basket's good by Noel.
Did not take long for Noel to make an impact on this game. The Ole Miss Rebel commit, the senior this year for Coach Leslie. Attack that foul down low on Ennis for her first of the ball game.
So Noel's going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, that was it.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's always one thing, you know, at this level in Kansas and high school sports, you know, when you commit to a D1 school, it's great. Down to the SEC, it's always good. But when you do all that as a junior, that really shows the talent that this young lady has, and the folks in Ole Miss know that as well. They are going to be getting a good one. She has all 3 points for Bonner and for everyone in this contest right now. Early 3-0 lead, just a little under a minute into this contest here. And Tonganoxie this past Tuesday on the road against Heritage Christian and the Chargers. They put up a fantastic first half effort. We're leading the Chargers, pretty much dominated the entirety of the first quarter and half of the second quarter. The Chargers put together a big run there towards the end of the second quarter, went into halftime with a 3-point lead, and then the rest of the way it was all Chargers. Had a little bit of a harder time getting out of the gates out of halftime for the Lady Chieftains. Looking to turn the tide here tonight, maybe put together 4 quarters of that first half. And you know that had to be a confidence boost as well, because the Heritage Christian Chargers, I mean, that was no slouch team. You know, sure, they can say, oh, yeah, 3A, Collin Valley League, whatever, but that was a very solid and deep Heritage Christian team.
It really was.
Looking down low, just through the hands of Campbell. She collects, dishes it out, and in and out on the long shot attempt from Anderson from 3.
Another big rebound there. That one was to Sierra Ennis.
Sage on the attack, tried to pass it last second, but just drug her feet for the travel.
Yeah, the ball got hung up when she tried to split the defense, and she pulled the pivot foot before she released the ball. I can't believe they have Alyssa on Noel, but she is one of the better defenders.
Yeah, they got Alyssa listed on here, 5'1" on the rosters, and for Mariah Noel, an even 6 foot. So I think that's what you would call a height advantage in favor of Noel for sure. But
and Sage Isaac got that tie up with Noel, and it's Lady Chieftain basketball. She come to play tonight.
Noel swatting that right out of the hands of Ferreira. As she walked with it first. Aggressive defense and almost turned it into offense right there. But Tonganoxie will have another chance on the inbounds play here. Lady Chieftains no stranger to some of this three-quarter court pressure, even full court pressure as the game goes on. But that is something that we have heavily noticed in the 2023 portion of the season. They've practiced it a lot and have gotten much better at handling it.
Yeah, way better.
Now swinging it around the horn, trying to get by. Shawnick stops, finds Isaacs in the paint, gets blocked by Campbell.
Well, you got to like her being aggressive, trying to get to the rim.
Quickly up the way it goes to Leslie, and a little offline on the shot attempt, and it's going to stay down here. Sage had a hard time running that basketball down. Another inbounds play here at the baseline for the Braves. Bounce pass, Campbell wide open, but couldn't handle it right away. It was going to be an easy 2 for her. Van Cleve puts up the jumper, is offline. And a missed opportunity there for the Braves to go up 5-zip. Shawnick, open lane with the left hand, just can't quite finish with the offhand. Another jump ball, it'll be with Bonner Springs. I think Alyssa.
Sierra Ennis did a nice job of tying that basketball up.
Yeah, Alyssa on the drive, I think pretty shocked. Nobody picked her up right away. Had a good look down the lane, just a little bit off with the offhand, the left hand.
Yeah, it was on her dominant side too.
Catch and shoot, far side 3 is good. Splash down for Anderson. Nia Anderson, another freshman out there on the court. Shawnick again weaving through defenders. Ennis gets it out far side. Herrera, she drives, stops, back to Ennis. Out of attack and kick out for the Lady Chieftains. Open jumper for Lynn, can't knock it down. Noel, one-hand shovel passes just beyond the reach of Leslie. Puts that pass a little more online. It might have been another easy bunny for the Braves. Instead, it's a turnover and an empty possession. Coach Jim, he is going to call a full timeout here. Try to get something drawn up here Offense sputtering here at the start, about halfway mark of the first quarter. Bonner Springs 6, Tonganoxie nothing. We got plenty more action here left on Tonganoxie Sports Live out of this timeout.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Back in out of the timeout. Coach Loomis trying to draw something up for his offense right now. They are struggling, still looking for their first bucket of the evening.
Good pass. Oh.
Just out of the reach of Ennis. She tried to make a last effort to save it, but her foot was on the baseline and goes to Bonner. Like to add a good look at it that time. Now down low finishing for Bonner. It's a quick 8-0 run. Ball bobbled around. Isaacs takes it away. Trying to back down baseline. Going to work. Moving around on Anderson. Kick out. 3 for Lynn is short. She usually knocks down about 1 or 2 of those a game. Can't knock it down there, though. Van Cleve in control. Brings it across the timeline. Looks down low. Campbell had a hard time handling the pass, and that's the second time now that a pass down low to Campbell where she's had space for a bunny. Can't handle the entry pass. Isaacs is blocked. Campbell and Noel in on the defense. Here comes Noel with it. Shawneck trying to slow her down. Spins around, puts it up, and good, making it look easy.
That was a nice spin move by Noel.
Just making it look really, really easy is Mariah Noel. Ennis trying to go over Campbell. Another deflection out of play. It'll stay down at this end. First substitution of the game for Bonner is going to be Sample, number 25. And Lakin Bennett coming in for Tonganoxie as Ennis will come out for a breather. It gets by Anderson, running floater. Can't go down, still fighting for it was Isaacs, but Noel comes away with it. Nonchalant, one-hand shuffle pass, works its way back around. Van Cleve from 3 is good. Second three-pointer of the game for Bonner Springs, and they are feeling it right now. Got their offense in a groove. They're up 13-zip, and that's not going to help matters there. That pass through the hands of Macy Lynn on the far side going into the crowd. And we're going to see the first time in this contest Emerson Maslick, as she will come in for Macy Lynn.
And Coach Loomis is looking for some instant offense.
He's looking for a spark right now. We've seen Maslick play that role a couple times this season. Looking to get back in that offensive role. She really caught fire in that Saturday game during the tournament against Eudora.
Lady Chieftains needs to stop this run. They don't want to get too far behind here early.
Looking down low for Lakin Bennett. Might have been deflected by Campbell, but last touch by Lakin down low. And another empty possession for the Lady Chieftains. 7 of the 15 points for the Braves belonging to Mariah Noel. A 3-point bucket apiece for Van Cleve and Anderson. Another 3-pointer on the way. That one is left short, but collects her own rebound. That was Samble out to Anderson. She can't knock it down. 0 for 2 on that trip from 3-point land. And now we're going to have a foul fighting for that loose ball down low on the rebound, slap across the arm, and I believe they're going to get that on Campbell. This first foul of the game for Bonner. A little bit more pressure here, but Tonganoxie getting through it. That one deflected off of Noel's fingertips.
Number 2, Leslie in the game for Bonner.
Leslie back in, Anderson out for Bonner. Herrera attacking left side, trying to finish with the right hand, can't do it. Lakin Bennett rebound out to Maslick in the lane, no good on the jump shot, put back. Leslie and a crowd gets it up to Samble, and she's fouled on her shot attempt, and 2 free throws on the way. That'll be the first of the game for Emerson Maslick. Chastity Samble, a 5'9" freshman, and kind of a trend with this Bonner Springs team. Just looking at the roster, they bring in 3 seniors to this contest, a pair of sophomores, or a pair of juniors, no sophomores, should we say? Not entirely sure if this might be a mistake on the rosters here or not, but that's it. You're counting 5 upperclassmen. Everyone else from the varsity team to JV, everybody, all freshmen. So it must be a really big freshman class at Bonner Springs. Defense into offense from Mariah Noel. She's in a groove right now. The Ole Miss commit's got 9. Half the workload for her team at the moment. Isaacs in the corner, drives in, trying to get close range and trying to walk the tightrope and just can't quite do it. She stepped on the baseline. Samble up top of it with space, gets it down to Van Cleve, and another foul is going to be tacked on here for Sage.
I think that's her second, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Number 3, Lynn into the game for Tonganoxie.
And Macy Lynn will come back into the game. Sage Isaacs will head out with her 2 fouls. Might be a little bit of time before we see her back in. Coach Lim is trying to avoid any early foul trouble in this contest as long as he can. Campbell out of position up top. Clock continuing to run towards 20 seconds. They give it to Noel. And a crowd as the defense collapsing with her. Van Cleve can't hit it on the bank shot. Samble underneath. Put back no good. Third opportunity is a loose ball. Near side corner, and Shauna comes away with it. And a chance for the Chieftains maybe to get some points here, but it's got to come quick. Herrera being harassed on defense. Gets past half court. Got to put it up quick, and she does not. Didn't quite have her eye on the clock, so no shot is put up. And Tonganoxie held scoreless in the fourth quarter. They trail by 18 to the Lady Braves from Bonner Springs. We got the second quarter next on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Here we go. Tonganoxie trying to get something started here on the offensive end. Held scoreless through the first quarter. Shonick, her 3 is offline, and a rebound for Noel. The pace just seems to be so slow out there for the D1 commit, Mariah Noel. She gets out to Samble, and that attempt is short. 9 points in that first quarter for Noel, leading all scorers at the moment. Shonik with some space, kicks back out. Maslick thought about taking the three, but got a hand in her face. Holds on to it. Far corner, Herrera showing off some of the handles. Maslick on the attack. Some contact down low, and an offensive foul is going to be called. It took the official about a half second to get that call out, whether of a block or a charge. And it goes against the Lady Chieftains, and that'll be the second foul of the game for Maslick. So
yes.
2 players with 2 fouls, with Maslick and Isaacs for the Lady Chieftains.
Yeah, and that was a bang-bang call. That could have gone either way.
I think he took that about half a second extra time to think about it. It was pretty bang-bang. That goes against the Lady Chieftains. Corner 3, splash down for Leslie, her first one of the night, the 3rd total for the Braves. And Bonner getting off the bus ride today, and all business at the moment. Herrera with the left hand, and she was fouled, so a chance for the first points of the game for Herrera and her team. That foul will be given to number 4, Anderson, for Bonner Springs. Only the second team foul for Bonner. That'll send Herrera to the charity stripe, looking to cash in here. Is on the way, and it is good. So it knocks down the first attempt and the first points of the night for Tonganoxie. Mariah Noel already back, ready to get things started on the offensive end. Shonik and Maslick getting back to defend. Second free throw on the way is good for Herrera, going 2 for 2. Van Cleve catch and shoot. Long range 3 is good. Making it look like just playing pickup ball down at the schoolyard. That's our second one of the night. That one from way downtown and splash down.
Good looking stroke. Nothing but net.
Yep. Just in rhythm to catch, sets the feet, lets it fly, and there's nothing but net. Didn't even touch the rim. Macy Lynn trying to answer on the other end and can't quite knock it down. Another rebound on the game for Noel. Full steam ahead. Shonik able to get a hand in there, poke that ball loose. It'll stay at this end.
Hats off to Shonik there. She's sticking her nose right in there against that 6-foot D1 athlete. No fear on her part.
You're giving up almost a foot in height advantage, and someone that could just shoot it like that. I'm sure when Coach Loomis and his team, when they were going over kind of the strategy and the defensive assignments during practice, either yesterday or the day before, and she was told that, all right, you're in charge, you're going to be following 23 in black out there the whole entire game, or for at least when you're in there. I'm sure Shonik had to, the big challenge for the freshman. This is a really good test for her here tonight.
Yeah, no question about that.
Well, dribbling a little bit out of control, gets called for the carries. Samble will come out of the game. And back in for her will be Leslie, number 2. So the starting 5 back out there for Bonner Springs. Herrera kick out a little bit offline from Maslick, but she tracks it down, guarded by Van Cleve. Now gets it off to Lynn. Noel gets loose for a screen. Far corner to Maslick, bringing around to Shonik. Going in on Leslie, kick out. Maslick will let it fly. Far 3 is no good. A little too strong. Shonik with the rebound. Now Herrera, good space, puts it up, can't knock it down. And Noel coming away with the rebound again, surveying the defense, kicks it out to her teammate. This is Anderson, too strong on the attempt, and that was Van Cleve fighting for the rebound down low. Got a little bit tripped up, allowing the Chieftains to take control. Pass intercepted. Shonik was looking for Lynn. Here comes Noel, one-on-one. Ennis, the only one in the way, and she puts it in and count the bucket again. Mariah Noel having an impressive first half right now. Having an impressive game in the first half.
Yeah, when you have her one-on-one, going to the basket. It's just better off to let her score instead of getting 3.
Make that now 16 points. And close to about 12 minutes of play here in this contest. Noel is on fire. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Tonganoxie find themselves down 28 early here in this contest, approaching the halfway mark of the second quarter. Macy Lynn outshot offline. Only points coming from the free throw line from Mariah Herrera. No official field goal made yet for Tonganoxie. Meanwhile, on the other end, it has been all Mariah Noel. She got fouled on that attempt and will be going to the free throw line. One of the few shots that she has missed so far in this contest, and a chance for 2 at the line. She's got 16 so far. Coming up a little bit short on the free throw attempt. Emmeline Labino in for the Lady Chieftains, coming in for Emerson Maslick. Coach Loomis, subs coming in and out of the game, trying to find that right combination, trying to get a spark going for his team on the court. And 1 for 2 on that trip for Noel, now make it 17. Coming off a career high 40 points this past Tuesday. Noel definitely in a hot streak. Lynn, she's going to hit one eventually, just coming up a little bit short that time from 3. Back the other way, nobody picks up ball. Straight away 3 is offline. Had a good look at it, was Anderson. Lynn coming down with the rebound for Tonganoxie. Shonick trying to pick things up here, gets it up to Lynn. She's going to attack in with the left hand, stops, picks up her dribble, out to Shonick beyond the perimeter. Guarded by Anderson, looking and was going to get it out to Labino. She was making her cut to the basket. A little bit of a miscommunication. Labino fresh off the bench here tonight as it goes out of play, and Bonner Springs basketball. Coach Leslie calling out the offensive play he wants from the sideline. Now the Braves looking to run it to succession here on the court. Swinging around, Anderson, open 3 again. Had another good look, but can't knock it down. Herrera with the rebound. Herrera gets it off her sneaker. Anderson made an attempt. Now some numbers here for the Lady Chieftains trying to take advantage. Now Anderson's back. It's 5 on 5. And another. We have an offensive foul here again.
I think that was on Sierra.
Must have been, and that is the 3rd now for Ennis, and she will get checked out probably for the remainder of this second quarter. Lakin Bennett back in. 3 fouls for Ennis, 2 for Isaacs, 2 for Maslick, so got 3 Lady Chieftains in a little bit of foul trouble here, and that was the 8th team foul, so the bonus is in effect for Bonner Springs. Only 2 team fouls for Bonner. Noel calling for it down low, trying to go to work on Shonick. Not going her way right now. Leslie stops, blows by Macy Lynn, shook her off, and puts it in for 2. She's got 5. That'll be the 2nd of the game for Anderson. Semble back in, and Anderson will get checked out. Land on the inbounds. That one tightly contested by Leslie. They'll have a redo. Into the far corner, Labino dribbling with the left hand, trying to attack. Shonick Stops, kick out, shoot from three is no good from Herrera. Bennett saves it, and Noel deflects it, but it'll stay down here. Thought she had a chance to take that one and start going back the other way, but off her hands and into the Bonner bench. And you'll see Sage Isaacs back into this game here. Well, suffocating defense here on Lynn, trying to shake her off, gets it off to Labino, and she just walked with it right before she put it on the floor. Official right there to blow the whistle, and it has just been a tough start here for the Lady Chieftains.
Yeah, Lady Chieftains without a field goal here in the first half so far.
Straightaway three, Van Cleve again knocks it down. 9 points on the night, all from downtown for Ren Van Cleve, the senior. Getting flashbacks of Heckman for the boys this past Tuesday now. Van Cleve, here she comes with it again. Noel catch and shoot from deep is just a little strong. Shawnick waiting for the cavalry to get up, and she does. Dishes it out to Labino. Now to Lynn with some space far side. Still looking for that first field goal is Tongi. Van Cleve up the way she goes to Leslie with space. Long range two, but banks it in. Shawnick gets by her defender out. Pass was a little far to the right for Lynn, but tracks it down with under a minute left to go until halftime. Shawnick running left-hand floater, bad angle off the backboard, couldn't get it to fall. It gets in there, jump ball is called, but it'll be going with Bonner. And a good effort from Shawnick trying to get in there and keep that ball down at Tongi's end of the court.
Yeah, she's a scrapper.
Ain't no doubt about that.
It's interesting to see Noel running the point too, which is probably wise because she's probably going to be doing that at the college level, being 6 foot tall.
And we've seen her just a little bit everywhere so
she,
far here tonight. And
she can play all 5 positions.
Yeah, she does. And just making it so nonchalant. I mean, you can tell she's comfortable out there, and she knows how good she is.
Oh, yeah.
Takes 3 defenders with her. Kick out 3 is no good in the near corner for Leslie, and an offensive foul on Samble, trying to crash the boards, coming in for that rebound, running over Labino.
See if the Lady Chieftains can get a field goal here before halftime.
Yeah, 14.6 seconds on the clock. They can take all this time. Try to get that first field goal of the ball game. Sage getting a screen from Bennett up to Maslick up top. Now driving right side. Far corner 3 is offline. It would have been a long range 2 for Isaacs, and second effort after the buzzer from Maslick. It was deflected nonetheless, and we head into halftime, a 38-2 lead for the Lady Braves over the Lady Chieftains. We'll be back with more after this on Tonga Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small-town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502. Whether you're an athlete looking to get back for another big win or you're just trying to win at life, Dr. Adam Ludwin at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy can get you back in the game. Dr. Adam has the tools and skills to have you feeling your best in no time with chiropractic adjustment, physical therapy, cupping, taping, muscle scraping, on-site x-ray, and more. Lose the pain and win the day at Win Chiropractic and Sports Therapy, now open in Tonganoxie. Book online at winchiropracticst.com or call 913-214-1020.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
And welcome back in the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, and a tough one to say the least right now for the Lady Chieftains. Held without a field goal through the first 2 quarters of action here. Lone points coming from the free throw line for Mariah Herrera. Meanwhile, for the Lady Braves, it has been all about Mariah Noel. We talked about her a little bit during the abbreviated pregame show we had, but also just at the start of the game. D1 basketball player going to play at the next level, committed as a junior to the University of Ole Miss in the SEC. Again, congratulations for her. Really excellent for the young lady, and you can just tell out there she's different. She's a different breed out there.
Yeah, she's fun to watch. It doesn't even really look like she's trying, and she's got 17 in the first half.
Yeah, 17 and not missing very. She might have missed 2, maybe 3 shots, and one of them she was fouled on. Everything else that she's put down, she's made it look really, really easy. Getting it done on the defensive end as well, coming away with a couple of steals, a couple of deflections. Yeah, and in transition, one-on-one with her length, it's almost impossible. She's just been having a night so far. As for the rest of the team, Leslie coming in with 7 points right now. Anderson with 3. Ren Van Cleve, another senior for the Braves. She has been on fire from three-point range. I believe she's 3 of 4 from the field, 9 points in total. And Campbell down low with just the lone bucket, and that's been enough right now. And it was all Braves at the start of the game, and it's been all Braves from that point here into halftime. So if you're Coach Loomis right now and you're talking to your team, a 38-2 deficit right now, no field goal in the first half, is this a point where are you trying to coach them up right now, or are you trying to turn it over to some of the leaders in the locker room to try to say, hey, guys, we need to come out, we need to try to play with a better effort, put together a better performance here and not get run out of our home gym?
Well, the Lady Chieftains are up against a buzzsaw tonight. There's just no question about that. But I think if you're Coach Loomis, you use it as a learning experience and say, hey, look, this is where you want – if we want to get to where we want to go, it's like these Lady Braves. So use it as a learning experience. Get more experience for those underclassmen and look forward to another year.
Yeah, and 12-2, it should be noted, the record for the Braves coming in here. They've been lighting everybody and torching everybody just about in their way. Take a deeper dive into their overall schedule here. They started out 3 straight wins on the season. Both losses, they lost back-to-back back in December before the holiday break. They had a 1-point loss, 58-57 on the road at Frontenac, and then back at home they dropped 64-51 game to Topeka, so a couple of non-district games. But outside of that, they've been perfect, and they really have been feeling themselves here in the month of January and on into early February. And probably the most notable win here during the Tonga Invitational Basketball Tournament, a 54-48 win against the Wamego Lady Red Raiders. And we know how good of a squad Wamego is, so anyone that can put up those kind of numbers and a victory over Wamego, that really speaks to the talent that's on the floor right now for Bonner.
Yeah, no question about it. They have a good team. You know, the Lady Chieftains are just going to have to put their time in and do the best they can against the Buzzsaw.
Like we talked about, Noel this past Tuesday, 40 of the 59 points put up in a 59-26 win against Leavenworth at home, another non-district win. And I think another thing that's also important to remember is that, you know, this is a turnaround, and I know we're talking a lot about Bonner here at the moment, but I think it's also worth noting that the coaching job done there as well. You know, it helps when you got a senior like Noel, when you got a senior like Van Cleve. But it's not like they're putting out a whole starting lineup of seniors and then a backup bench of seniors. I mean, it's just a good mix of players.
Yep.
And this was a team last year where Tongi went into Bonner last season and won on the road. So it just shows the kind of how much of a difference a year can make at this level. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough one here. Lady Chiefs trying to battle right now, down 38-2. We're going to take another break, and we'll have third quarter action after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Lady Chieftain basketball.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haugen at Midwest Chiropractic offer caring, high-quality, and comprehensive care, including chiropractic care, acupuncture, and school and DOT physicals. Now offering Saturday appointments in Bonner Springs and Tonganoxie to better serve you. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or
We're ready for the start of the third quarter on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Another Friday night here at Chieftain Arena at Tonganoxie High School. All Braves in the first half, 38-2. Lady Chieftains held without a field goal. And I think one of the things when you're in the locker room, and maybe a talking point for Coach Loomis, that there's only one direction we can go from here, and that's up, and try to have a better performance here in the second half and just put together a better outing.
Well, one thing for sure, partner, these Lady Chieftains aren't going to quit. They'll fight them tooth and nail all the way, no matter what the score is.
Loose ball when Noel ends up coming away with it. That shot put up from Herrera just a little bit too strong. In the corner, out to Anderson. Almost went through her hands and out of play, but she recovers, and Noel has it up top, gets the offensive call from the bench, and looking to run it up here. Slight hesitation going right side. Isaacs guarding her. She blows by Isaacs. Some contact. Isaacs hits the deck, but the shot is good from Noel. 1 point shy of a 20-piece.
Yeah, well, one thing Coach Loomis has done the second half is come out in a zone defense. Obviously, the man-to-man wasn't working, so.
Macy Lynn, and there's the first field goal of the game, and it's from downtown from Macy Lynn. Van Cleve, Campbell has it open in space down low for the Bunny.
That's a good entry pass there by the Lady Braves.
Weaving the way through the zone defense that Coach Loomis is implementing here for the start of the second half. Shonick on the drive, might have had the inside lane on Campbell, but kicks it out instead. Now it's Herrera. Kick out up top to Lynn, brings it here near side to Shonick. Gets by one defender, bounce pass, threads the needle. Sierra Ennis capitalizing.
It's a good assist there from Melissa Shonick.
Ryan Noel on the other end, misses on the three-point attempt. Isaacs and Campbell fighting for the rebound, and we have a whistle and a foul call. It's going to be an offensive foul. It's going to be on Campbell for her second of the game. Looking to go 3 straight possessions with a field goal here. It's Tonganoxie. Mariah Herrera lets it fly, can't knock it down from 3. Shonick gets the rebound and puts it in for 2.
I'd like to know how many rebounds that young lady has on the season. She's the smallest player out there, and she's always around the ball.
It's kind of that bulldog mentality getting in there. Doesn't matter. I mean, she's a fighter, man. She's a baller. Quick 30-second timeout taken by Coach Leslie and Bonner. Tongi cutting into his deficit a little bit more, down 42-9.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
And quickly out of the timeout here. A quick timeout taken by Bonner Springs as 3 possessions given up a bucket on the defensive end. The Lady Chieftains now maybe starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm here. Now a new zone offense, zone defense. They're going to give Bonner some fits down low. A deflected pass and a steal and a takeaway. Sage Isaacs and Sierra Ennis down low going to work there. And now Shonick and the offense. Long range 3, Macy Lynn is short. Coach Loomis shaking the head saying, let's not do that again. Let's try to take it to the bucket, get a little closer. That one was almost from the lettering, the home of the Chieftains lettering down on the court. That was long range 3. Meanwhile,
Nice
Leslie can't finish. Campbell with the rebound. Put back no good. A jump ball called as Ennis and Leslie were fighting for it, and it'll stay down here with the Lady Braves. And that was a good drive and attack by Leslie initially, number 2 for Bonner. Not sure how she didn't put that layup in, but nonetheless, they'll have a third crack at it here off the inbounds. Shonick deflecting that one off Noel, out of play. Kalia Baldock and Lakin Bennett in for the Lady Chieftains. Sierra Ennis and Sage Isaacs will head out for a breather. First time Kalia Baldock has checked in to the contest tonight. Back into the near corner. She hit 3 in the first half. Might have been fouled there on the shot attempt. Looking over to the official for a call, but not getting it off the missed 3. I might have had a piece of her arm or her shoulder knocked down, and now this one, Herrera was looking for Lynn and out of position and
threw it to her coach.
Gives it up to Coach Loomis. He, you know, I've seen him during sometimes when the gym's open. I've seen him kind of put up some shots, just shooting it around, and Coach Loomis has some range. I'm not going to lie. He can let it fly. Double team down low on Noel. She
triple team.
collects and can't knock it down. So Mariah Noel right now, just one bucket to speak of right now, and missing on the steal attempt on Shawneck, and it's Herrera that is short on the running jumper. Van Cleve sets it up and knocks it down from three-point range. Her fourth from downtown tonight. And she's just been deadly. If she has space and she just has that half second to get her feet set and get lined up, she is able to knock him down with ease. Herrera one-on-one here on Anderson, trying to get by her, and a block from Campbell. But I think we're going to have a foul here first on Anderson with a push in the back, and that's exactly what it's going to be, and that'll be her third. The only Bonner Brave here in any kind of foul trouble with 3 team fouls, and she has all 2 here in the second half, as Mariah Herrera will go back to the free throw line. Initially, all the 2 points in the first half belonged to Herrera. She went 2 for 2 from the line. Oh, that close for going 3 for 3 so far. %75% on the night. We'll take it. Maslick back into the game for Tonganoxie now. Lady Chieftains outscoring Bonner 10-7 so far here in the third quarter. A 45-10 ball game.
Chieftains switch back to man-to-man. That zone seemed to be working pretty well for them. I'm not sure what the reasoning is here.
That was Leslie down low. They got the entry pass and a foul call here on Kalia Baldock, and I think that's a question worth asking. Is that zone defense was definitely giving Bonner some fits, but Loomis trying to just keep them on their toes. Eight points on the night now for Leslie, make it 9, going 2 for 2 on that trip at the line. Third leading scorer behind Noel with 19 and Van Cleve with 12. And now a takeaway here, and numbers for Bonner. Noel goes up with it, poked away by Shawneck, but they're going to call her for the foul instead. I'm going to make him earn them at the line, says Alyssa. Only her second foul of the game, so quickly back to the free throw line is Bonner Springs here. Ryan Noel, she went 1 for 2 on her last trip. That time knocks down the front end.
Number 25, Sample. Number 21, Herrera into the game.
Sample in for Bonner and Herrera in for Tonganoxie. Both teams making quick substitutions there during the brief stoppage. Herrera giving it to Maslick on the cut and is bodied up and blocked by Campbell. Well, we have a jump ball called here, and it'll stay with the Lady Chieftains, and that's probably the quickest whistle I've seen for a jump ball in my time broadcasting here, partner. I'm not sure about you.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Tongi looking to capitalize. Mariah Herrera almost wedged it in on the three-point attempt. Pushing the tempo is Bonner. That one almost out of the hands of Leslie, and she turns it over, trying to save it before going out of play near the baseline. Maslick again, in on Campbell. This time a foul call. You can hear the contact on the forearm. That's going to be the third of the game for Campbell, number 45 in black.
Campbell, her third. Maslick in the line, shooting 2.
Maslick looking for her first points of the game. Comes up offline on the front end attempt here on the 2 shots. Second one on the way and is well short that time. It'll be an inbounds here for Bonner. Van Cleve taking point this time, goes up to the right side. Leslie, defender switch. Now Lakin Bennett on her on top and trying to get it to Noel. And again, scrappy defense here from Shonik, and she's not giving up. Now Noel trying to cross her up, shake her loose. Shonik staying with her. She gives it up to Leslie here near side in front of the Bonner bench. Trying to drive left, now going back right on the peel back, and we got a whistle here. Looks like a defensive call on Tongi.
I think that's going to be on Lakin Bennett. It looked like she hand checked her.
First of the game for Lakin Bennett, and just like that, she will be checked out as Sage Isaacs will come back in for Tongi. Van Cleve lobs it up on the perimeter to Noel. Surveying, looking for Van Cleve, sets it up for her. 3-point attempt and one. A chance for a 4-point play here. Her 5th 3-pointer of the game here. Red Van Cleve, some contact, didn't have really much space to land. Kind of got hip checked. What do we have here?
I don't know. Looks like a technical foul, but I don't know who they called it on. They didn't call a foul technical. I don't know why she's shooting these all by herself.
So they called the foul on Maslick, which will be her 3rd. And the free throw from Van Cleve is good, so I think she's just about as confused as all of us right now. Officials talking for the moment.
Double technical, maybe? Must be.
I'm not sure. They didn't signal
No, they didn't.
who the foul would have been on for Bonner. That's the only part that's tripping me up right now. Meanwhile, it's going to be Shonik down at the other end. Or some free throws, and a little strong on the attempt, so must have been either just some trash talk or some jawing after the foul, would have to be my guess.
I don't know what else it could have been.
Well, Shauna goes 1 for 2 on that trip, so they let Van Cleve knock down her free throw. She did get fouled in a 3-point attempt and made it, so a 4-point play capped off there. And apparently a technical foul, unsportsmanlike, was given to Bonner after the play. 1 for 2 on the technical fouls for Alyssa Shonik, and now Tonganoxie with the basketball. So hope everyone at home is all caught up, and we resume play here in Chieftain Arena.
Well, the referees didn't make it easy for a call, I can tell you that.
They didn't. They just gave the foul on Tongi, which was Maslick on the shooting foul. Now Noel a little offline, trying to finish with the left hand underneath the stanchion. She gets helped up by her teammates running into the padding.
I think that's going to be on Sage. Yeah.
They'll call you the best color man in the game, partner.
There you go.
You know, I hear CBS is having some frustrations with old Tony Romo. You going to put your application in?
No.
You don't want to work with Jim Nance?
No.
What do you got against Jim Nance?
I like Jim Nance. They're not interested in me. That would be a fool's errand.
Well, maybe I'll throw my hat in the ring then. How about that? Meanwhile,
What was that?
An offensive foul given to Noel so Van Cleve must have been an illegal screen.
They're calling it pretty tight now, partner.
First foul of the game on her. We have a full timeout on the floor, and we'll go ahead and take it with the athletes. It's a 53-11 ball game. Bonner on top of Tongi.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
I think so.
So now the timeout taken by Bonner there, and now under a minute left to go here in the third. A 53-11 contest for the Braves, looking to pick up their 13th win of the season as they lead the pace right now in the Frontier League. Second effort pass from Herrera was deflected. Here comes Leslie back the other way. Up it goes to Noel. And it was out the side of the bucket. Gets her own rebound, goes beyond the arc. He still can't knock it down. She's cooled down a little bit here in the second half. At 17 in the first and second quarters combined, only 4 to speak of here. And right now, just the third quarter. Meanwhile, we have our 4th foul of the game for Bonner on Campbell, so one more and she will be seeing an early exit of this game. Quick ball movement, that one through the hands of pass high. That was Baldock that got it down low, trying to get it out to Mariah Herrera on the far side. Meanwhile, Campbell will get checked out and Anderson will come back in for Bonner. Noel taking her time, letting that clock run down under 10 seconds. Getting by Shawnick, going up, and again, making it look easy, putting up the hands and kind of shrugging it off like, is this really the best y'all can do?
Yeah, I think she was wanting a foul, but not to be.
After 3 quarters of action, Braves 55, Lady Chieftains 11. We head to quarter number 4 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live after this quick word from our sponsors.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Fourth and final quarter of action here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan has been all Bonner Springs in this one right now. They will cruise their way to their 13th victory of the season, bump that record up to 13-2 overall in the season as they eye the Frontier League girls title. And will have a chance to potentially make a run in the playoffs here coming up in early March. Meanwhile, a foul here that will send Sage Isaacs to the free throw line. That one on Van Cleve for her second. Running clock is in effect here. So this one will be wrapping up here momentarily in Chieftain Arena. Game 2 of our doubleheader will be taking place roughly start of the game, I would say about around 7:40, 7:42 tip-off roughly. So we will, once this game is over, we will give our brief analysis of this one. We'll go back to the Begin Soon page, and as always, we will dive into our pregame show material. We'll resume Game 2 of our doubleheader. And a good block on the drive from Van Cleve. That was Isaacs in her hip pocket, knocks that one out of play. Van Cleve, 16 points on the night. And Noel, 23 points on the night. 23 for 23. She draws the foul there. She'll have a chance to add on at the free throw line again. Coming off a career night, a 40-point performance just this past Tuesday against Leavenworth. And another impressive outing here tonight, partner.
Yeah, no question about it. She looks every bit a D1 athlete.
The players, if you ask Coach Loomis, I think he will be happy to tell you that they're not going to be sad when they don't have to see Mariah Noel or Bonner Springs for probably the remainder of the season, knowing that they don't have to worry about 23 out there for the rest of the season, as she's just been a one-man wrecking crew. She's already showing impressive signs as a junior. Last year, we couldn't just talk about her during last year's matchup between these two teams, and she comes into this one again. I mean, do you think there's been any point in this game she's actually gone 100%?
Nope.
I think I'd have to say the same. You know, she's just made it look easy. It's like everything's in slow motion, and she's the Flash.
Well, I mean, with her length and athleticism, she could go to the bucket on every play if she wanted to. And either score or get fouled or both.
And that's probably going to do it on the night for Noel as she gets checked out. Leaving with 25 points on the night.
In 3.5 quarters.
Yeah. That was Morton that came in for Noel, and now we have Billings, number 43, coming in for, I believe, Van Cleve. So the two top scorers for the Braves tonight get checked out early.
By Sage there. She, a nice little move down under and used her left hand to finish. Nice job.
And while on the other end, they'll get that one to Maslick and count the bucket for the moment. Fourth foul of the game for Maslick, and now she will get checked out. We'll head over to the bench, as does Mariah Herrera. And Macy Murray coming in, as well as Lila Carlton. Murray getting a little too close to the baseline, stepping on it. Ball will be back in control of Bonner. Freshman on freshman here with Anderson, and Shawneck now gives it off to Leslie on the drive and a kick out, but a whistle first and a foul. She was shoved in the back. I believe they're going to get that from Murray. Both teams are in the bonus right now, so we will have some free throws here, 1-1. So we got to knock down on the front end to Get another crack at it. It's on the way, and it is knocked down and good for Leslie. Shonick into Baldock off her hands when Murray tracks it down. Back down low to Baldock with the double team. Kick out. 3 on the way from Shonick is offline. Bouncing far side, crowd in the corner. Carlton now to Isaac, still in the game for Coach Loomis, and a travel from Murray. Trying to cut in and kick that basketball out, but whistle blows the play dead. Next time these Lady Chieftains are in action, it'll be this upcoming Tuesday night on the road at Lewisburg. And for that doubleheader, we will not be making the trip. If you want to watch that one, tune over to our sister station on Lewisburg Sports Live. I'll set a reminder for during the boys game as well. Our folks over at Lewisburg Sports Live will be able to take care of you folks for next Tuesday evening.
And Sage Isaacs on that steal and breakaway finishes with the bunny on the other end.
Now another chance here. Sage looking to add on more, gets it into Carlton. She puts it up a little bit short. Now Baldock.
That's going to be the ball game.
Oh, yeah. That is, so foul will be a wash, so no free throws here at the end. It's a 64-16 victory for Bonner Springs, dominant all the way out. 16 points for Van Cleve, and we had 25 on the night for Mariah Noel. What was a impressive outing for that young lady. 40 on Tuesday and now 25 tonight. 65 points in a week. That's pretty good here at the high school level, if you ask me.
No question about it, partner.
So now the boys are coming out. They get their warm-ups up. 15 seconds were put on the clock and now running. So we're going to step away, take our break here, and we will be back roughly in about 10 minutes or so, and we will have Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Braves and the Chieftains live on the Chieftain Sports Network, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live, your new home for Chieftain athletics. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Welcome back into Chieftain Arena, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Braves and the Chieftains tipping off in just about 2 minutes. We'll have pregame introductions and the national anthem as well. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Thank you all for joining us tonight on a Friday night. And let's talk about these Chieftains partner. Last time we saw them on Tuesday, a tough one at Heritage Christian Academy, and it was just one of those things where you had the tandem. I believe it was Parker, or was it Evans and Heckman that were just.
Yeah, Heckman was lighting it up from three-point range.
And we talked about, I think he hit down 6.
Yeah.
After it was all said and done, and Evans, number 1, kind of their point guard, man, he had himself a night as well. Both of them combined nearly for 40 points.
Right.
Between the two of them, and it's one of those things when you run into a tandem like that, and with the good supporting cast that Heritage Christian has as well around them, at that night the Chargers could have beaten just about anybody in the state, if you ask me.
Yeah, they played lights out, and our Chieftains were up against it, but hopefully they can put something together tonight and be competitive against this tough Bonner squad.
Yeah, and a tough Bonner squad. That is a 10-4 record on the year coming into this one, and playing some good basketball as of late, and made a run all the way. Almost came close to the championship game. Ended up going over on the other side, playing Schlegel, which was a game that you and I got to see a little bit of, and they looked highly impressive against the Schlegel Stallions. So now all eyes turn into tonight. They're coming in tonight. Pretty good winning streak. Call it 5 games. Last loss was to Piper, a 91-76 victory back on the 17th of January. So a hot team coming in here.
We welcome you and our guests from Bonner Springs High School. Kansas State High School Activities Association and Tonganoxie High School encourage you to make good sportsmanship a priority at all times. Winning is for a day, sportsmanship is for a lifetime. We invite you to remain seated at halftime of tonight's game for a performance from our Chieftain Stars dance team. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and help us honor America and those who serve it in the playing of our national anthem. third. For Bonner's Braves, number 11, 6'2" senior Brendan Graham. For Tonganoxie, number 11, a 6' junior Alex Crowley. For Bonner's Braves, number 15, a 6'2" senior David Cruz. For Tonganoxie, number 14, a 6'5" senior Caleb Clark. For Bonner's Braves, number 23, 5'10" senior Cameron Dodd. For Tonganoxie, number 21, a 6'5" freshman Larry Davenport. For Bonner's Braves, number 31, a 6' senior Wyatt Caldwell. And for Tonganoxie, number 31, a 6' senior Brandon Wilson. Head coaches for this evening's game for Bonner's Braves, Dan Strike. For Tonganoxie, Bill Jones. Officials for this evening's game are Garrett Metcalf, Bill Miller, and Aaron Combs.
Now I think they got the lights on full power now.
Yeah.
That was kind of a little bit blind. I will say that is really cool how they do the pregame introductions.
Yeah, it really is.
That's awesome.
If that doesn't get you pumped up as a student athlete, nothing will.
Absolutely. Same five out there for the Chieftains as usual. The usual suspects. As for Bonner, you got Straight, Graham, Cruz, Doss, and Caldwell. Ten total players suited up for this contest for Bonner. And it is Clark and Cruz in the middle, and Bonner comes away with the opening tip, and they'll have first crack at it on the offensive possession in this contest. Bonner looking to close in on the doubleheader sweep tonight. Lady Braves taking care of business earlier, and Strite's going to get things started early for Bonner. A drive and a cut to the left side of the rim for the easy two, and now this pass telegraphed and up and under. Quick back-to-back buckets here for the Braves. That time it was Doss. Good defense by Cruz, number 15, taking it away on the near side baseline near the scores table.
Yeah, and the Braves are picking up full court.
Chieftains get through for the moment. Big three on the way from Talon. Can't knock it down. Had the open look. It'll stay down at this end. That was Crowley and Graham. Both the number 11s out on the court for their respective teams fighting for that loose ball. And it'll be Alex on the inbounds for Tongi. Quickly find themselves down 4-0. Back-to-back buckets here for the Braves in the first about 30 seconds of this contest.
Bonner's in a man-to-man.
Straight, tight defense, almost came away with the steal. Now Crowley weaving through defenders, finds Brandon Wilson. The sharpshooter on the team proves it right there, hits the open corner three. He knocked down 4 this past Tuesday at Heritage Christian. Starts on the night 1 for 1 from the field. Circus shot there, no good from Doss.
Rebound by Merrick Davenport there.
Chieftains getting through the pressure here. Now looking to set things up on the offensive. Caleb Clark, why not, but can't knock it down. Davenport underneath, goes up with the left hand and finishes.
And just like that, the Chieftains grab a lead.
Going to work down low on Graham was Davenport. Good second effort, getting the rebound, collecting, finishing with the left hand. Now straight through traffic, short underneath the rim. He couldn't finish. And now a foul call here is going to be on Graham. It'll be the first of the contest for Bonner.
Foul was on Graham, his first.
Bonner's going to pick up full court again.
Langford now gets up far corner to Caleb Clark. He'll lob it back up to Langford. Thought about it. Now trying to go to work in on Strite. Creates the separation, but picked up his dribble. A little bit in no man's land, but he finds Crowley. Crowley calling for a screen on the left side. Takes it from Clark. A handoff near side here to Brandon Wilson. Dribbling with his right hand, shovels it out to Langford, looking down low. Kent has it open, poked from behind by Strite. Here come the Braves. Back the other way, past midcourt. It's Strite with it off the steal. Far corner it goes. Driving baseline, kick out. Three-pointer on the way from Cruz is good. An open Cruz missile from downtown gives the lead back to the Braves, 7-5.
That was nothing but net, too.
Chieftains trying to keep pace here, tie the game or potentially take the lead with the one from downtown. Around the free throw line, Davenport gives it near side here to Crowley. Back up top, it goes to Langford. They'll reset. Crowley, he's going to let it fly. Had some separation, but comes up short. And the other way, Strite open and a two-hand rim shaking jam for Kalen Strite.
Now they have him listed at 6'1", so he's got some hops.
Showing off the athletics. Big bucket there for the Braves. Not too often you see a slam dunk at this level. Clark trying to answer and does. The off-balance left-hander.
Nice high-low right there by the Chieftains. Chieftains hanging tough so far.
Both teams trading some buckets right now. Doss between the legs, fadeaway jumper is too strong. Contested by Davenport, rebounded by Langford. Here come the Chieftains back the other way. Crosses up Strite, puts a shoulder into Doss, finds Clark. Trying to fight off Cruz down low with the right hand and almost got it to fall for an and one. But instead, two free throws on the way. And good sportsmanship down low for Clark and Doss, dabbing each other up, and it's been a battle down low so far for those two. Clark got the better of him on the last possession with his off-balance left-hand shot. Now a chance to tie the game at the charity stripe.
And I'm glad to see him being aggressive towards the rim. Chieftains have a much better shot when he and Davenport are attacking the rim.
Second one on the way, 0 for 2 on that trip. Missed opportunity there for the Chieftains. Bonner quickly getting it up the floor. It'll be on the floor is the foul, as that was Doss, and probably a foul you're okay with, as Doss was well on his way to attacking to the rim and potentially putting up 2 more points. It'll be the first of the game for Brandon Wilson, the senior. Straight on the inbound, near corner, it goes to Caldwell. Back up top now to Doss. Guarded by Crowley, blows by him on the left side. Jumper in the lane is good, right in front of the free throw line.
Chieftains are going to have to do a better job of getting back on defense. The Braves are getting some runouts on them.
Get through the pressure, deflected pass. Clark still had a shot at it, but couldn't finish with the right hand. Pass was rifled in there from Davenport. It was deflected by a Brave back on defense. Near corner three for Doss. Can't knock it down. Strite timed his jump a little early, but I think we're going to have a foul here on Talon.
I think maybe Talon got an elbow in his back.
That's what the officials are going to say. As Strite was going up, slight shove in the back. Put him offline on that rebound. First substitution of the game is going to be for Bonner, as Wilson, number 5, will come in. And Graham, number 11, will take a breather. Cruz going to work. Jump shot. Hook shot with the right hand. Falls. He's got 5.
Yeah, that little jump hook's going to be tough to defend.
Not quite on the level as Kareem the Dream, but nonetheless, a nice looking one. Gets it. Wide open 3 for Brandon Wilson. I think he put up a little bit too quick, but gets his own rebound off the miss. Crowley getting a screen from Clark now. I think he was looking for Clark initially, but kind of had to do a double take. Got it out to Wilson to avoid the travel call.
A little bit out of control there.
Davenport lob in. I think
they're the high-low again.
They're going to get the foul here on Cruz as him and Clark. I think they butted heads a little bit. As you can see, Cruz there walking over to the padded stanchion, kind of both hands on the head Unintentional contact there, but that's the second foul of the game now for Cruz, number 15 in black.
Chieftains need to keep going back to that.
That inbounds pass, walking the tightrope into straight again, and was going up for another dunk, but I think didn't get quite enough leap off there, but he lays it in. 6 points for Kalen Straight and 15 points for the Braves. They have an 8-point lead right now, 2:25 mark in quarter number 1 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Black and gold leads to sold at Skeet Real Estate in Tonganoxie. Steve Skeet and the agents at Skeet Real Estate are dedicated to helping you either buy your dream home or sell your home quickly. Plus, Skeet is a one-stop shop with a full line of insurance products from Skeet Insurance. In Tonganoxie and the surrounding area, your choice for real estate and insurance is Skeet. To learn more, follow them on Facebook at Skeet Real Estate or call 913-845-2255.
Yeah, Bonner dropped out of that pressure, picking up man-to-man against the Chieftains.
Been a back-and-forth contest through the first half of the first quarter, and now a nice run here. A good stretch of play for the Braves has them up by 8, 15-7. Davenport can't quite finish with the left hand, and an offensive foul on Caleb Clark down low. He was boxed out by Kalen Straight. I think they're going to get him for trying to push off and collect that rebound.
Yeah, they got him going over the back. I like that, though. The two big guys are trying to set up the high-low there. You keep pounding it inside.
Wilson deflected and into the hands of Caleb Clark. A turnover for the Braves. Chieftains looking to capitalize with some points here. It's Crowley with it right now. Quick give and go between him and Davenport. Now down low to Clark. It goes, trying to go to work on Rainey. Good move by Caleb. Just couldn't finish with the right hand. Excuse me, that was Wilson, number 5, down low. Now here it goes, Rainey, number 4. And a foul's going to be called here on Langford. Got caught up in the air and came down. Contact with the body on Rainey. Be the second foul of the contest so far for Talon. He is going to get checked out. The freshman Lachlan McRae will come in to take his spot.
Lachlan's been seeing more and more minutes as the season goes on.
We've heard of all the optimism and all the hype of his potential play from many close to the team, as talking about the young freshman Lachlan McRae, and he's going to be a key piece for this team moving forward in the next couple of years. Meanwhile, off the inbounds, open shot underneath for Doss. He's got 6 on the night, and it's a 10-point lead now. Maybe more here. Wilson, and just maybe trying to do a little bit too much, got a little bit in his own head, misses the bunny. Here come the Chieftains back the other way. Clark giving it up last second, maybe a little bit ill-advised at the turnover. Lob up, can't finish with one hand, was straight. Didn't quite get all of it for a one-handed jam, but almost an athletic and spectacular play on the other end to no avail for the Braves. And now Sakiah Glover will come in. Caleb Clark will head out.
Kalen Straight's got an impressive vertical leap.
Like I said, they got him listed here on the roster, 6'1", and only a junior.
He's playing much bigger than that.
Crowley, three-pointer on the way, no good. Tried to hit in front of Doss. McRae comes away with the rebound. Far corner, it goes to Glover. Now he's looking for options. Back to Crowley. Had the space, this time passing on the three-point attempt. Trying to get out of the trap, but he stepped on the baseline. Bonner was crashing in. I believe it was Rainey and Wilson on the trap defense in the top left-hand corner, the far corner over there. Stepped on the baseline, an empty possession. Now Bonner, a good chance here for the final shot of the first.
Chieftains still in that zone defense.
Straight. Near corner it goes. Rainey kicks back out to Straight. Long range three is good. That three-pointer caps off a 9-point first quarter for Kalen Straight. Him and the Braves leading the Chieftains right now 20-7 after one quarter of action We'll be back with more here on the Chieftain Sports Network, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. And now get occupational therapy in the office or at home on an outpatient basis. Call 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Full timeout taken on the court. It's a 20-17 ball game right now. Bonner Springs in front of the Chieftains. In the midst of an 11-0 run right now for Bonner. Chieftains trying to put an end to that drought there. Glover lob, far corner. Three is on the way from Wilson, and count it! His second three-pointer of the night for the senior Brandon Wilson, and contact on the play from Kalen Straight, leaving his feet, trying to get a piece of that basketball. It'll be the first foul for Straight. And like we talked about, we saw a 4-point play in game number 1. We said don't see those very often. Well, how about in back-to-back games?
Yeah.
4-point play finish there on behalf of Brandon Wilson. That brings it into the 11-0 run for the Braves. Doss, good give to Cruz, and he finishes, banks it in.
Cruz for 2.
He's got 7 already. Davenport deflected pass and taken in by Wilson, and now another foul call here, and it's going to be on Clark trying to reach in, poke that ball loose, picking up his second of the game. Maybe a little bit of an ill-advised pickup there for a foul.
Yeah, it was a frustration foul is what that was.
If your Coach Jones not the most happy about that one. Now your senior big man playing with 2 fouls now at the 7-minute mark and counting in quarter number 2. Strike, got it. Good give from Rainey. Nobody following Strike to the bucket. Coming down the right side of the lane. We have Langford and Crowley checking in for the Chieftains at the next stoppage.
Yeah, you got to think that was a missed assignment by someone on Chieftains.
Glover back to Clark at the free throw line, pivots and gets back out perimeter to Wilson, back up top to Glover. Around the horn it goes here to Lachlan McRae, to Clark again, trying to go to work on Cruz. Good pass finding Glover, good extra pass from Glover, and another foul, count the bucket. Caleb Clark, beautiful assist from Kaya Glover.
Yeah, that was a nice assist right there.
Foul was on Wilson, Clark at the line.
Just nice little handful amount of passes down there, just strictly in the lane between Clark and Glover and others. First foul of the game for Wilson. Each team with 5 team fouls. Trying to cap off the 3-point play is Clark, and he does just that. And he's got 5 points. And now Clark will head to the bench. Like we mentioned, Crowley and Langford, who was coming in for the shooter, Clark. They're joined out there with Wilson, Glover, and McRae. Cruz, Wilson, Straight, Rainey, and Doss, the 5 out there for the Braves. This is Doss with it up top, and now we got a foul call underneath. McRae and Glover were both in the area. They're going to give it to Glover. They both were trying to go to work on Cruz, who was trying to post up down low, caught in a little bit in off position. Another substitution here as Wilson will check out for Bonner, and we're going to have Price.
I believe they gave that to Lachlan McCurry.
Yes, they did.
Oh, Nah, that was a blown assignment. They double teamed the ball when it came inbounds, and Kalen Strite just right in there underneath for a dunk.
Strite back-to-back buckets now, reaping the rewards of a blown assignment by the Chieftains. Meanwhile, Brandon Wilson staying hot from three, his third of the night, making it an even 10 points. All of them have been from a corner, back-to-back ones from that far side corner, and now chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here at the other end for Cruz. Got fouled on the drive in and the finish.
Fouls on Wilson, his second.
And Brandon Wilson picks up his second foul. And finishes the three-point play there. So buckets galore here right now in Chieftain Arena.
21 Davenport.
At the Braves, they jumped out to an early lead. Front right now, their lead back up to 12, 29-17.
Yeah, just when the Chieftains try to make a little run, the Braves come right back with one of their own. Bonner was in his zone the last couple trips. Now they're in a man-to-man.
Solid ball movement there, but no good on the three-point attempt. And I think Crowley was trying to get it down low to Davenport.
Yeah,
deflected by Langford. Here come the Braves back the other way. And a nice finish for Doss, number 23.
Yeah, that was an impressive Euro step right there in the finish.
He's got 8 on the night. Nice maneuvering down low, off-balance layup, finishing with the right hand on the left side. Davenport, good contact, putting the shoulder into Cruz and finishing with the left hand.
Yeah, you like to see that from the freshman.
Catch and shoot three now from Cruz is offline, tipped out. Doss gets it, another chance for the Braves. Euro stepping in, too far underneath the backboard.
Oh, wow.
Cruz just coming in. 3 Chieftains in the area and goes through all 3 of them, gets the rebound and puts it in for another bucket.
Yeah, the Chieftains are going to have to do a better job of blocking out. You know, they had 3 shots at that. You can't do that with a good team.
Glover with space, attacks with the left hand. Davenport again, trying to go back-to-back, and he does. We talked about, been waiting for a game for him to kind of get that spark back on the offensive end. He's got 6 already. Back-to-back possessions with a bucket for Merrick Davenport. Rainey spins, puts it up, but a travel call. A turnover for the Braves. We're going to have Graham, number 11, back in for Bonner Springs, and Rainey will come out. Now the challenge for the Chieftains right now, they've proved that they can hang and get buckets with the Braves right now. Now it's a matter of trying to get stops and continuing to get some points, trying to cut into this 12-point deficit right now.
Yeah, it starts with good defense.
Stride again behind, trying to deflect that pass, take it the other way. Bad pass from Crowley. And now a foul call here. And if this is on Langford, it's going to be his 3rd, and it will be on Talon. Now he might get checked out of the game, and he will, as Clark will come back in.
Yeah, that's going to put the Braves in the bonus, too.
That was the 8th team foul. Langford, he'll come out for the remainder of the first half. Probably will see him at the start of the 3rd quarter with his 3 fouls. And 1-and-1 free throws on the way. Kalen Strite going to the line for the Braves as he knocks down the front end. Oh, 15 points in this first half for Kalen Strite. It was Mariah Noel that had an impressive first half for the Lady Braves. Now Kalen Strite doing a little bit of the same here. The junior leading the way, as is his team, 35-21 right now, 3:33 left to go in the 2nd quarter.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haugen at Midwest Chiropractic offer caring, high-quality, and comprehensive care, including chiropractic care, acupuncture, and school and DOT physicals. Now offering Saturday appointments in Bonner Springs and Tonganoxie to better serve you. To schedule your appointment, call 910 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369.
Inbounds play. Alex Crowley gets into Lachlan McRae. A 35-21 ball game right now. Braves on top of the Chieftains. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Bonner looking to close off the doubleheader sweep here tonight with a victory. We're having more whistles down low. Caleb Clark back to the free throw line, and this one is going to be tacked to Graham. Be his second. That's the 16th foul for Bonner Springs. So one more, and the Chieftains will also be in the bonus. 2 free throws on the way here for Caleb Clark. Knocks him down there. Showing good consistency as of late from the free throw line.
Caleb Clark being aggressive tonight, going to the basket. That's good to see. Coach Jones is going to like that.
I know you like it. Well, you've been a big advocate and wanting to see Caleb Clark get a little bit more aggressive, get a little bit more confidence in himself,
Well, you can
and take
see
it
why.
to the cup. Yeah.
Him and Davenport both.
Yeah, there was that stretch of about a week or two right out of the holiday break where Clark and Davenport both were just playing with a set amount of swagger between the both of them. They were playing, confidence was at an all-time high. You'd like to see him kind of rekindle that because that was when the Chieftains were playing their really best brand of basketball on the season. Able to get out of the trap to get it into Davenport. Spins down low, but a travel call.
That was a nice spin move, too.
Yes, it was.
Just shuffled his feet before the
trying to go to work. Was trying to go to work down low on Cruz, but officials blow the play dead and an empty possession for the Chieftains. Cruz intercepts the pass that was going for Doss, and he finishes for 2 underneath, puts the shoulder into Davenport. He hits the deck. No whistles, and now more of this pressure here from Bonner. 50-50 ball here in front of the Bonner bench is saved. And who are they going to give this to? Instead, we're going to have a foul here on Wilson as he was trying to fight to save that ball. Trying to get a fast break opportunity going for Bonner. Instead, it'll stay down here. 7th team foul, so 1-on-1 free throws on the way for Merrick.
These front ends are big. Merrick needs to knock this down. When you're trying to cut into a deficit, you've got to be able to score when the clock is stopped. Nice stroke.
It's the front end. Caldwell, number 31, substituting back into the game for Bonner Springs during that stoppage. Chieftains very efficient from the free throw line tonight. That's perfect timing right there, Dylan.
Yeah. Broadcaster's jinx right there.
Yep. Call it the old Al Michaels kibosh.
Who are they going to get that on?
That was Cruz working down underneath. Might get it.
Oh, that's on Caleb Clark. That's his 3rd.
Third foul of the game on Clark. Him and Cruz just kind of getting their feet tangled up there. Bodies colliding. And you can tell, I think they both like the competition because you see them all the time kind of in between plays and dapping each other up, smiling at one another, saying, like, yeah, let's keep it going. And you love to see that, just kind of the competitive sportsmanship out there.
Yeah.
You definitely love to see it. Right now, it has been Cruz getting the better part of Clark right now.
Clark's having a good game so far, though. He's just got to stay out of foul trouble.
No doubt. I just meant as far as point-wise, I should say. 16 on the night for Cruz. Meanwhile, for Clark, he's got 5.
Yeah. Cruz is a handful. He's pretty thick, too.
He'll stay here with the Chieftains.
It was a good block out by Merrick there. making Cruz knock it out of bounds.
Man, we talk about Tavian Cruz, multi-sport athlete. We've seen him the past couple of years on the gridiron as well, playing football during the fall. And
yeah, I
think you see why.
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
Just about everyone on this Bonner team, tremendous athletes. Lots of multi-sport athletes. Bonner not coming back the other way. It's Caldwell with it right now. A little bit out of control and fires that one out of play. Was looking for hooks, number 42. First time we've called his name in this one, and it goes into the Tongi student section. Approaching a minute and a half left until halftime. Wilson in on the drive, waved off, and a travel call. So no foul, no free throws on the way. Play was blown dead, and a travel call in an empty possession for Tonganoxie. We're going to have another substitution in here for the Chieftains. This is number 20. This is number 24. Number 24 is it is not Lachlan McRae like it says on the roster. I believe this is Owen Schmidt. I think the numbering system is one off here on the roster, so I'm just now realizing this. This is Owen Schmidt, number 24, in for the Chieftains, and that is Doss, number 23, his first three-point bucket of the night. Give him 11. The third Brave in double digits tonight. Doss, Cruz, and Strite been getting them 42 to 44 points done tonight. Meanwhile, Davenport, he's starting to heat up now, 8 points. Doss again, exact same spot, exact same result. Back-to-back three-pointers for Cameron Doss, the 5'10 senior guard. Under 30 seconds left to go. Lead is up to 21 points right now for Bonner Springs. Schmidt, fresh off the bench, hands it near side here to Crowley. He'll let it fly, trying to answer Doss, and he does just that. First bucket and first points of the night for Alex Crowley. Final shot here, it's with Hooks. Driving right on the attack, deflected. Davenport lost it for a moment. I had his eyes fixated on the rim for a half-court heave, but no shot is put up, and we head into halftime. A 47-29 lead for Bonner Springs. We're going to turn it over to the Chieftain Stars dance team and the looks like the Tongi cheer team as well for their halftime routine. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in with our White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Please welcome to the court the 2022-2023 cheer and dance team. The freshmen are Taylor Shogren, Emma Lorfing, Jamie Lorfing, Lauren Dunn, and dance manager Addison Blanca. The sophomores are Jersey Glover, Stella Bradley, Harper Robbins, Jaden Darrow, Elena Lorfing, Kinsey Bell, Taylor Brents, Chrislyn Wright, Kendall Romero, and cheer manager Emma Schmidt. The juniors are Bethany Overmiller, Journey Creighton, Mackenzie Smoots, Caleb Bowden, Maddie Mahoney, Alyssa Novotny, and Maya Lewis. The seniors are Aaron Ulrich, Chloe Ferguson, Maddie Funk, Caitlin Dunn, Taylor McWilliams, cheer captain Jenna Witt, and cheer captain Bella Standish. Tonight, the girls will be performing to Like That, choreographed by Coach Kagan, Coach DeMoranville, and Coach Bradley. Good luck, ladies. Your music is on.
Do that, baby, all night long. And I'ma turn up all Hit me up, got to know nothing but the best. You got off-white, on right, on pink dress. Making plans from the east, making bands in the west. Rockstar, Black Beetle type bands on the spread. And baby, I want it, and I'll just be honest, cause I just can't front when I look at you. Front when I look at you. That's not queer, do I like? That's not queer, do I like? That's not queer, do I like that?
Gucci Eldorado, we are wrong by my model. Gucci Mane and Doja Cat, call me El Gato. Shaking up the top rope, got 'em tag teaming. Sitting on the show, I got the whole crowd screaming.
I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it like that.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Welcome in the Whitebirch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. A fast and furious first half of action. Plenty of just action in general going on for both teams. Let's go down the scoring real quick. 45 of the 47 points for Bonner between three players right now. Kalen Strite with 15. Number 15, Tavian Cruz with 16. And Cameron Doss, number 23, with 14, and Wilson, number 5, just a field goal. So, I mean, when you got three players putting up those kind of numbers, it was a tough tandem this past Tuesday, and now you got a three-headed monster here between those three.
Yeah, no question about it, and very athletic. This Bonner team is just extremely athletic. You can see them, for the most part, those three players you're talking about, they play above the rim. I mean, you got a 6'1" guard that's doing two-handed slams.
As a junior.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got athletes running around out there.
And Strite, he had the two-hand jam earlier, almost had another one. I think he just mistimed his jump a little bit and nearly came down with a Sports Center top 10. I mean, an alley-oop, went up with one hand and didn't quite exactly slam it down, but a layup nonetheless. But, I mean, it's athleticism. If there's one team to describe this Bonner team here tonight, it's athleticism, and it really shows. A lot of these names, like we talked about, we saw them in the fall, or we've seen them in past years, maybe playing baseball or football in other years. It's a lot of multi-sports athletes, and when you get a lot of guys like that together, you reap the benefits a little bit. That's exactly what Bonner's doing tonight. And the fact that it's only three guys doing the majority of the damage,
that's
I mean, that just speaks, one, to the depth of this team and just how good they really are. I mean, there's a reason that they got 10 points or 10 wins on the year and looking to potentially they have some ground to make up, but could potentially close in on a Frontier League title when it's all said and done.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be a handful. I mean, they're just getting better. I mean, we saw them against a pretty salty Schlegel Stallions team, and they just took them apart.
Yeah, in a tough opening round matchup against Piper, who eventually went on to win the boys bracket on the 64th annual. The 64th annual Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament. Try saying that 5 times fast, please. But that was when the brackets came out and you saw Piper versus Bonner in the opening round. I mean, that's a championship game right there typically. And it was unfortunate one of those teams had to lose and it ended up being Bonner, but I believe they went on and they did great things. We saw them again play a little bit against Kansas City Schlegel when we were setting up for one of our broadcasts on Thursday or Friday later that week, and we were just in awe of the athleticism, and I think we're still in awe a little bit of the athleticism.
Yeah, and they were angry. You could tell they were angry that they lost in that first round to Piper, so they took it out on the Schlegel Stallions.
As for the Chieftains tonight, Wilson leading the way with scoring with 10 points, three three-pointers on the night, all from the corner. Meanwhile, Merrick Davenport down low, kind of starting to get in a little bit of an offensive rhythm. He's got 8 points in that first half. Maybe the young freshman starting to feel himself a little bit.
Well, I think that's the bright spot, partner, that we saw in this first half was we saw Caleb Clark and Merrick Davenport both attacking the glass and attacking a rim on the offensive end. And, good things come from that.
Caleb Clark with 5 points and Alex Crowley with the lone bucket from deep, so he's got 3 on the night. We're going to step away a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back with third quarter action here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, presented by Kansas Insurance.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Ready for the start of the third quarter here. A little bit of ground to make up for the Chieftains. Find themselves down 18 points right now. Offensively, partner, are you trying to change anything, or what are you looking for here in the second half?
I'm still looking inside first to the two big men, and then they can kick it out to the shooters if they collapse on them. But they had pretty good success getting it inside in that first half, and I think you got to continue to do that if you're Coach Jones.
And I think another key point, try to limit the turnovers and the transition buckets for Bonner, because once that team gets out in the open floor in transition, just kiss them goodbye, put up 2 points.
Yeah, they are so fast when in the open court. So, yeah, the Chieftains have got to get back on defense, or they're going to have a hard time cutting into this lead.
Starting 5 out there for both Tongi and Bonner. This is Doss, step back 3, hit 2 now at the end of the second quarter. Couldn't knock it down there. Loose ball eventually dragged in by
Merrick Davenport.
I tried to combine the two.
I know.
Langford guarded by Strike, gets it in here to Crowley near the top, trying to direct some traffic here, set this offense up. He's guarded by Doss.
Yeah, both teams are opened up in a man-to-man here. We saw both teams do man-to-man and zone in that first half, and Bonner Springs had been picking up full court pressure too, but haven't seen that so far.
That 3-pointer offline. Caleb Clark tracks it down, and a jump ball is called. Him and Doss tying it up, and it'll be Chieftain basketball. Possession arrow in their favor.
Yeah, Caleb Clark's playing with 3 fouls right now. You got to hope he doesn't pick up that fourth one quickly.
Lob is in, 50-50, and Langford goes over the back of Caldwell, brings it in. Out to Clark, swinging around to Crowley. 3-pointer on the way is in and out. Davenport trying to go double digits. Can't do it there. Pulled in by Cruz on the rebound.
That was a good rebound, though, by Merrick.
And Clark poking it away from behind on Cruz. Didn't hear the Wolf calls from his bench. Here come the Chieftains. And, that one got caught up. Looking for Davenport just a little bit too high. Kind of got caught up in the netting. Bonner trying to come back the other way, deflected out by the Chieftains and inbound near the timeline for Bonner. It'll be Caldwell getting it into Cruz.
Well, the Braves are wanting to run. You can see that clearly. They've got a fast team.
Colin Stride, open three in the near corner, is offline, too strong. Here comes Crowley, and the Chieftains gets it up to Wilson. Quickly to Clark. Pass, fast ball movement here by the Chieftains. I just can't catch a break tonight. And a whistle here, stopping play.
Oh, I think they just called an illegal screen on Caleb Clark. That's his fourth. Holy cow. That's not going to be good for the Chieftains. What do you do if you coach Jones?
Oh, he's right now, Lachlan McRae's getting up from his spot. Underneath, Cruz got the better position on Davenport. That was Graham, his first bucket of the night. Got the better position down low on Davenport, and I think Davenport trying not to pick up a foul. Meanwhile,
yeah, I wonder if Coach Jones is going to go back to the zone with this foul trouble.
coaching staff now liking the ball movement right there. Clark fighting down low on Strite. Crowley's going to let it fly anyways, but knock it down. His second three-pointer of the night.
That's one of those where coach goes, no, 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 no. Good shot.
Yeah, no, 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 yes. Down low again, and count the bucket for Graham. Back-to-back possessions, finishing with points for him and a chance for a three-point play at the line.
And another foul on one of our big men.
This one's going to be on Davenport. And Clark, he is going to get checked out with 4 fouls, so it'll be a could be some time before we see him back in this game, so all eyes are going to be on Merrick Davenport down low to hold it down at the block position. 5 early points here in the third quarter for Graham, and it's an even 20-point lead for the Braves, 32-52. Langford backing down Cruz, kicks it back out to Wilson, quickly in the hands of Crowley. Knocked down a three-point attempt on his last shot. This one from inside the lane, grazes the front of the iron, no good. Here comes Doss, back the other way,
look how
coming
fast
fast.
They come down.
Lost a little control of the dribble there. No look sling, Caldwell, and the jumper is good to Cruz. Fancy assist to Caldwell, number 31 there, kind of no look. Right hand slinging it over.
Good work, Merrick. There you go. That a boy.
With the right hand, the offhand comes up just a little bit short.
That's what you gotta love, though.
Strite splitting defenders. Alley-oop is no good. Strite was looking in the air for Cruz. He came soaring into the cup. And now miscommunication as Langford was trying to get that ball up. There was Wilson and McRae were both in the area. It goes right between them and out of play, and both just look at each other, shaking their heads, and some miscommunication on the floor. Frustration building for the Chieftains.
Yeah. Chieftains staying in the man-to-man. I thought they might go to the zone, but Chieftains are getting killed on the boards.
Another bucket on the night for Cruz. Mid-range jumper, no good for Lachlan McRae. Up top to Doss, catch and shoot straightaway three, nothing but net, splash. His third three-pointer of the game, 17 points for Doss. Largest lead of the night, 27 for Bonner Springs at the 3:40 mark in the third quarter. You're watching the home of Chieftain basketball, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Well, back out of the timeout, and like you mentioned during the break, partners, Coach Jones just hands kind of over the face, and not a lot of answers right now for the Chieftains, trying to slow down this Bonner team. Trying to back down on Cruz. This is Langford trying to go up, and does. His first bucket of the night for Talon.
Langford's a good athlete, too. Who's that on? They got that on Talon. That's his fourth.
Fourth foul of the game for number 4, and he's going to get checked out. Sakai Glover coming in. Big number 51, Dimitro Maslik, the 6'6" senior center for the Braves. First time we've seen him tonight, and now Doss got tripped up. Chieftains have some numbers for the moment. Crowley on the attack and banks it in over the swatting arm of Cruz. 8 points on the night now for Alex. Strike gets by Glover, tried to go up and under. Would have been another spectacular highlight reel finish, but it's a foul call instead.
It's on Merrick.
Yes, they are. Second of the game for Davenport.
Strite's been deadly from the line, too. Now, see if I can jinx him. Not on that one. Strite's the coach's son, and he's quite a ball player.
Head coach Dan Strite. He goes 2 for 2 on that trip. First points here in the second half, coming at about the 2:40 mark in the third for Kalen Strite.
Yeah, gotta love that.
That now takes Davenport double digits and even 10 points on the night, looking to get up to 11 here, finish the three-point play. And he does just that.
Lefty knocks it down. That's a good stroke from the line.
High floater off the glass, no good. Maslik rebound underneath, still can't get it to fall. Unclear if there's a relation with Emerson Maslik or not for Dimitro Maslik, but.
Well, I doubt it because he's an exchange student.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Did we get official confirmation on that, or?
Yeah, he is an exchange student. I'm not sure which country, but he's an exchange student.
Oh, okay, well, there you go. Insider, color commentator. What other title can I throw on there for you?
You know, what's impressive, too, is this is the first time he's ever played basketball, organized basketball.
Davenport blocked underneath by Maslik in the bigs, using his big 6'6" frame and his lengthy reach to his advantage.
Well, the only thing Merrick did wrong there was he had the ball down around his waist when he turned around to face the basket. If he had had that up over his head, he'd have been fine.
Well, he kind of learned from his mistake there, as you saw, collecting that rebound, keeping it about head level. Far corner three falls down for Brandon Wilson, his fourth on the night. So now back-to-back games with at least 4 or more three-pointers made. And during the Invitational Tournament a couple weeks ago, he won the overall three-point contest for all the men's teams. So
hit 17 in a minute.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Trying to go back-to-back and just can't quite do it. A little bit off balance going to his left side. Cruz getting it up to Strite, showing off the handles in the corner, gets it down low. Maslik finishes. Under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. A 21-point lead for Bonner. They've been in control just about the majority of this game, even though the Chieftains haven't necessarily played bad basketball. They got behind a little bit early and haven't been able to slow down the Bonner offense enough to cut into this deficit. Davenport just a little bit too strong on the putback attempt underneath. Meanwhile, Strite, alley-oop is short. Second time he and Cruz have tried that and haven't been able to connect yet. Hopefully, third time is not the charm. Meanwhile, this pass given up from Bayern to Wilson in the corner three. Make it 5 now on the night. And 16 points on the night for Brandon Wilson. And Jason Byrne, the 5'10 sophomore, with the assist. Doss finishing down there. 19 points on the night for him to close out action here in quarter number 3. It's a 65-45 lead for the Braves, heading into the fourth quarter here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Here we go. Ready for the start of the fourth quarter here. A 20-point deficit for the Chieftains, looking to close out strong here on a high note. Another Friday night back at home here at Chieftain Arena for these Chieftains. This one rolls out of play, and it'll stay down at this end with Bonner Springs. Noah Carlton, number 13, coming in for Tonganoxie. Cruz going to work underneath, too strong, and that one collected in and put back up by Graham over Carlton. He got fouled, so free throws on the way.
That's it for Talon.
That is, so 5 fouls and fouling out for Talon Langford. Brandon Wilson back into the game to take his spot.
Now we're going to see Caleb Clark coming back in.
And Davenport will get a breather.
A well-deserved breather. He's been active tonight.
And 2 for 2 on that trip to the line is Graham. So now you got Byrne running point, Schmidt, Clark, Carlton, and Wilson. So one of the more unique-looking 5 out on the court for the Chieftains so far this year. And Coach Jones is getting some of his youth players in. Again, good experience against a good team. Get back is to Wilson. Now to Schmidt in the far corner, trying to drive in. Back to Wilson. Oh, good one-hand snag by Byrne, getting up there. And Clark held that ball a little too low, poked away by Strite. Caldwell lobs it up, and defending the alley-oop again. That was Clark that hustled down the floor, keeping Strite from slamming that down.
Who are they going to give that foul to? That's it.
That's it for Caleb Clark. Coach Jones going to have to get deeper and deeper into that bench now. He's going to get Davenport off, so Davenport able to kick a quick breather, and he will be in for the foreseeable future in this contest. Clark, the second Chieftain to foul out tonight. Him and Talon Langford. Now another foul picked up here. Doss getting it in off the inbounds, quickly going back up with it. Byrne going to be called here for the foul. 2 free throws on the way for Doss. Alex Crowley going to be checking in here after the first attempt. He'll come in for Byrne. And Doss goes 2 for 2 on that trip. He now has 21 points on the evening. Schmidt splits the defenders. Running floater with the left hand is good off the bank.
Good job by Owen Smith there. Finished strong with the left hand.
That's right. Stops, puts it up. Mid-range jumper is good in the paint. Only his second field goal of the night, and now Bonner appears to be, they're going to be emptying out their bench, calling off the Dogs. So see if the Chieftains will do the same and get the majority of the rest of their starters out. We'll have stoppage here for a moment on the reach in. Graham trying to poke that ball loose from Crowley, and that'll do it for Straight and company. 71 total points put up. A majority of those players walking off and heading to the bench. And this Bonner team, I'd say whoever ends up seeing them in the tournament or whatever, good luck. This has been a fun team to watch here tonight. Speaking for me at least, I don't know about you, partner. Back-to-back buckets here for Owen Schmidt.
Good for him.
I didn't mean fun as in seeing them beat up on Tongi. Of course, that's never fun for us being the home broadcasters, but they're an athletic team, and
no question
they're just a fun bunch to watch. That's all there is to it. Schmidt, back-to-back buckets for him. Kicks it back out near side to Crowley, up top Wilson. Now to Davenport. He's taken on by Maslick. Crowley going to let it fly from 3 again. That one offline. Carlton fighting for the rebound, and I think they're going to give a call here. Are they going to call him?
No, that was on Bonner.
Okay,
he was over his back.
I just wanted to make sure it was on hooks. That's what it initially looked like, but it looked like players were heading down in the opposite direction, and was a little confused. Meanwhile, clock stopped at 5 minutes, 18 seconds. Inbounds from Crowley goes to Schmidt. Gives it back to Crowley near corner. Going to let it fly and knock it down.
Crowley for 3.
Third three-pointer of the night, 11 points in total for Alex. Maslick, jumper is good over Davenport. Crowley on the drive, takes some contact and no whistles on the missed attempt. Hooks up and away, and the finger roll is in for 2. Schmidt almost had it poked away. Now trying to drive in, draws the contact, and one.
Nice job by Owen Schmidt coming off the bench here.
Got Wilson, the cardinal sin for the basketball player, jumping off your feet, fell for the head fake, caught in no man's land in midair, and draws the foul. And a chance for a three-point play for Owen Schmidt. Already 6 points here in the fourth quarter, looking to make it 7, and he does.
It's got to boost that young man's confidence.
Owen Schmidt, 6'1" sophomore.
That bodes well for Tongi, too. Trying
to dish out last second was
raining.
got a steal. Now has his pocket picked. And a finish on the other end for Price.
Quick hands by Bonner Springs there.
Byrne taking it on the inbounds. Now the ball working its way up to Davenport, driving baseline, and a foul here on Maslak.
You got to like that matchup if you're Tongi, because Merrick's got the athleticism on Maslak.
And we're going to have a technical foul here. Some frustration as he was trying to go for the steal. And it was Rainey. And slaps the court. And some foul language. Pretty close to my last name for those that might not have heard it back at home.
He's getting a talking to.
Yeah, he's... The competitive spirit was going for that steal. He wanted it bad, didn't come up with it, and things were said. A tee was given, and we move forward here. So free throws on the way here for Brandon Wilson. He misses the first attempt. Now Wilson and the official exchanging words for a moment. Second free throw coming away momentarily here. It's on the way, and it is good. And Cater Albert, number 3, in for Tonganoxie, and Brandon Wilson will get checked out, and that will probably be it for him on the night. So the only starter left in the game is Merrick Davenport, the freshman, but Coach Jones just might leave him in there, continue to get that varsity seasoning in on him. And now coming away with the steal, Rainey finally gets it, lays it in for his first bucket of the night.
A lot of quickness on this Bonner team, and this isn't even the first team.
Try to get it to Albert on the movement towards the bucket. Hooks intercepts it. Coming back the other way, blocked by Schmidt. They're going to say contact with the body. Draws the foul.
Well, it was a nice block,
man. Has let the kid have one there, man. I don't know. Kendall Smith will be coming in on the way here for the Chieftains. That free throw long from Hooks. And now Davenport will get checked out. So now all the starters and main varsity role players out of the game for Tonganoxie. Smith, Albert, Carlton, Schmidt, and Byrne, the 5 out there for the Chieftains. And Hooks goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Well, even with the wide margin, Bonner still bringing the pressure and poking that one away. Hooks again, finishes for 2.
Well, you know, you got backup players out there. They're wanting to make an impression for their coaches, so you can kind of understand the intensity.
Yeah, when you get out there and you get your opportunity and you get your moment, try to take advantage of it. I understand. Cater Albert to the free throw line. The 5'10 junior comes up short. It was 1-1 free throws. Now that Tonganoxie is in the bonus, so is Bonner. 17 fouls for the Braves, 18 fouls for the Chieftains, and now an offensive foul here on Price.
They got him for hooking.
No, you're going to get Maslak for a...
Oh, for a screen.
Legal screen, yes, it's his 3rd. Hit a lull here in the 4th. A lot of whistles and a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, it's getting a little sloppy out there.
Yeah, a little bit, but when you got the reserves out there, I think that maybe a little bit expected, but
yeah, I think so.
His defense for Bonner, I mean, they're not playing like they're up by almost 30 points right now. Again, like we talked about, trying to make the most out of their opportunity. And now another illegal screen here. This time it's going to be on Owen Schmidt. Coach Jones giving him a pat on the back and saying, all right, kid, now focus in, go get him on the defensive end. Right down low to Mazlek, has a little bit of a size advantage on Smith, but couldn't finish. Rebound pulled in by Schmidt. They're in the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Chieftains with some numbers here, threads the needle, but a foul call first, so no bucket for Smith as Byrne hit the deck. Fourth foul of the game for Mazlek. Jason Byrne to the free throw line. First attempt on the 1-on-1 is too strong, so can't hit the front end. Hooks comes down with the rebound, gets it up to Price. Now Bonner maybe looking to slow things down a little bit here. Gets it in. Mazlek will let it fly and is offline.
Oh.
And they're just kind of caught. And no man's land, trying to change his mind kind of in midair, and it happens too. And you're going up for a shot, you're going in for the pass, and you realize it's not there, and you try to stop yourself. And once you're in the air, it's just kind of you have that split second realization of, well, this is how it's going to happen. This is how the travel is going to be called. Step back three is wedged. So we've seen a slam dunk, we've seen a 4-point play, now we've seen the basketball get wedged between the rim and the backboard. I think we've seen just about everything. Don't you agree, partner?
And it's getting close.
Just a taste of what we have to offer here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Schmidt gets it into Albert. Let it fly, young man. Can't quite knock it down. A little too strong. Mazlek comes away with the rebound. The lob is up to Wilson. Running floater with the right hand. No good. Price collects it. A swarm of Chieftain bodies, no foul call.
I think they're going to let him play it out.
I think pretty smart at this point. Closed it in on the final minute of action here.
Owen tried to force that pass. It just wasn't there.
Back the other way and missed on the bunny attempt. I think Rainey was expecting maybe a little bit of contact there, and now this one blocked. Byrne can't finish. Smith is fouled.
Just about had to call that one.
Forcing the official to just couldn't let that one go. This is Kendall Smith to the line. He misses on the first attempt. Just a tick under 40 seconds left to go. The final quarter of action. This one will wrap up here. Bonner Springs going to pick up their 11th win on the season. And an offensive rebound. Put back no good with the left hand for Carlton. Byrne trying to save it, but it'll be Bonner basketball. We'll see if the Braves maybe they just decide to dribble it out for these final 35, or they've tried the alley-oop a handful of times. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know if you want to try to draw it up here, but
yeah, from what I've seen, they're going to try and score.
Yep. Wilson off on the three-point attempt. Smith is going to lob it in to Schmidt with some numbers here. Finishing with the right hand is Owen Schmidt. And I'll tell you, talking about making the most out of your opportunity, I think Owen Schmidt's done that tonight.
There's no question about it. He has.
9 points coming in off the bench, and now Coach Streit says that's enough. Dribble it out, and we will get the buses warmed up and get out of here. 11th win on the year for Bonner Springs, and that is it. Bonner will come out victorious 82-58 over the Chieftains, and they will sweep the doubleheader tonight. And now, thus, the official start to the weekend here in Tonganoxie. Next time both the boys and girls will be in action will be this upcoming Tuesday on the road at Lewisburg. We will not be making the trip down to Lewisburg since Lewisburg Sports Live will already be there. We have been told that they will just handle the broadcast and we will not be allowed to go down and do the game. So that is how that is going. But the folks at Lewisburg Sports Live, they will take care of you folks for the Tuesday night. They got a great crew over there. Should be an enjoyable broadcast for everybody on Tuesday night. You and I, have a whole week off. What are we going to do with ourselves?
I'm not sure.
But we'll be back here next Friday against Metro Academy. The Mavericks coming into town, the third straight Friday here at Chieftain Arena. As a matter of fact, we're done with being on the road, so the rest of our games here in our sweet, sweet home.
Well, until we get
Chieftain
to the
Arena.
postseason.
Until we get to the postseason, yes. And just for those that might be looking ahead at those matchups, last time I checked, right now for the girls, first sub-state matchup would be on the road at Wamego, and for the boys, potentially could be at Atchison, could be at Eudora, could be at Baldwin, could even be at Miege. There's still plenty left to be figured out. But for right now, the Chieftains focused on Lewisburg and Metro Academy, the next two on the docket for next week. So, partner, any final thoughts on the performances tonight?
Well, I think you got to be encouraged. The big men did a good job until they both got in foul trouble. I mean, getting the ball inside and able to score. And you got to be pleased with Owen Schmidt coming off of the bench and scoring 9 points in his time as well. He looked good.
Yeah, I mean, it was Davenport really looked to kind of gain his confidence back a little bit, kind of got slowed down a little bit. He had 8 going into the halftime locker room. He only had 3 more points added there in the second half. Caleb Clark got in foul trouble. Talon Langford got in foul trouble early. Both of them ended up fouling out of the game. Caleb Clark held scoreless through the remaining final 2 quarters of action. But Owen Schmidt kind of when all was seemed lost and Bonner was calling the dogs off, he got checked into the game along with Jason Byrne early as well. Owen Schmidt, though, 9 points put up. And I know you could talk about maybe garbage time or, whatever. But for a guy with limited varsity experience to come in against a team that is as deep as Bonner, still quality players being put out there for the Braves, and to put up 9 points, that's got to be a big confidence boost for him, but also catch the attention of Coach Jones and his staff.
I don't think there's any question about it. He's just a sophomore, and like we talked in the future.
And so potentially more and more of Owen Schmidt could be seen. We kind of saw the same thing with Emerson Maslick on the girls' side. She kind of came in, caught fire off the bench. We've seen her more as of late. Maybe now we'll but these Chieftains going to take a time here, enjoy the weekend, rest up, regroup, get back on the road, a tough doubleheader on the road at Lewisburg, and then get ready to come back home and defend home turf against Metro Academy. So that's where the rest of the week looks like, and that is when we will see you all next is this Friday back at home. Our doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock. The girls tip off, and the boys, of course, as always, around 7:30, 7:45 tip off after the conclusion of game number 1. So we will see you all in a week. Everyone have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and we will see you next time here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.